Monday is back, and so is your dose of Monday Health Booster. In today's Monday Health Booster, I will be talking about the top 3 tips on how to reduce cravings. Now, recently, a client of mine gained 2 kilos just because of her sugar craving. And she came to me and said to me, like, I am craving for it. Why should I not eat it? And I helped her see if this craving was something she really needed or something which was coming because of an emotional imbalanced state. Hello, I'm Dr. Shivani Sood, the director of Shivani Ayurveda, and in today's Monday Health Booster, I would tell you about the 3 top tips on how to reduce food craving. Tip number 1, differentiate in between if it's a healthy craving or an imbalanced craving. How would you know that? You can know this by actually seeing in what mood are you craving for the food. If you're craving this food out of irritation, if you're craving for this food out of anger, when you were angry and then suddenly you wanted to eat sweets, or if you are feeling very confused and you want to go for a pizza. So these cravings are coming out of an imbalanced state, and normally you should do psychological balancing to balance that state instead of giving yourself the food you're desiring for, and mostly this food is unhealthy. Secondly, after eating a healthy craving, you feel good. But after eating an unhealthy craving, you feel bad. You feel gassy in your stomach. So the after effect of the food also helps you understand if the craving is healthy or it's unhealthy. Okay, so this is the first tip to reduce food craving. The second tip for reducing food craving: check if you're having all the taste in your diet: sweet, sour, salty, spicy, bitter, astringent. Now, bitter and astringent taste towards the end of the food actually helps you to feel grounded in your stomach. That's why in Indian diet, we often have amla chutney, which is having this astringent taste, and we have it with the food because that means we are having slightly bitter taste also and slightly astringent taste, and we feel completely satisfied. Apart from this, we are having different kind of chutney like mint sauce, or we have coriander sauce, and all this help to kind of give a balanced taste because they are also sour and they are bitter and astringent. So if you're eating all the 6 tastes, normally you should not be getting food cravings. Tip number 3. Tip number 3 is whenever you're having cravings, have a look if you're digesting and absorbing the food which you're already having properly. For example, there are many interlinking food desires and you give it to yourself. For example, you're eating proteins, but maybe you're not absorbing it. So then the body feels weak, and in order to just be stronger and get quick energy, you're craving for sugar. So you have to be vigilant if your bowels are working properly and if your appetite is good, and also if you're absorbing the food in the good way. A good way to check if you're absorbing the food in a good way is to have a look at your energy levels, and if these energy levels are good, then most probably your cravings are more psychological. So when you have a look at your elimination system and your absorption system, you understand your food craving in a better way. So whenever a craving comes in, it is something you have to pay attention to: which mindset you have got it from, how do you feel after eating the craving, and furthermost, it goes into really looking at your complete nutrition plan and the fact if your body is digesting and absorbing the food. There is no need to be very strict with yourself and not give yourself the food you desire for, because if you're going to do that, then you will really eat the double of what you're desired for. So if you have an unhealthy craving, which is not good for your body, just have this identification that this is for your mouth and for the taste, and eat it slow and in less amounts. So when you eat it slow, you feel satisfied, and then you can just enjoy your craving rather than, living from your craving. So don't be nervous around food, and always look what your body is desiring for and give it to yourself. And if it's not a healthy choice, you can always eat it less and come back to your healthy diet soon. So I hope this festive season you're going to have look at your cravings and look at your body and see which elements are missing and give it to yourself rather than judging and feeling guilty about food, because feeling guilty about eating has no end. And the world of Ayurveda says we all can learn from our cravings what we need, and we can give our body what is desired in the right form. So I hope you enjoyed this Monday Health Booster, and I will see you next Monday in the next Monday Health Booster. Thank you very much for listening to me today.